What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all well. So tomorrow's game, Istanbul, Basaksehir against Manchester United, Champions League, third group game. Basaksehir have actually lost both of their games so far, and they've not actually scored a goal either. So they got a goal difference of -4, 0 points, and United are sitting top of the group. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to win easily, because anything can happen in football, and we're coming off that defeat to Arsenal. Still can't believe we lost to them, to be honest, because they deserve to win because they were the better team, but they're a subpar Arsenal team at the moment. They're not fully at it, and they still beat us, so that's a worrying factor. But my lineup that I would go with, I think Henderson deserves a chance. I'm not saying De Gea has been at fault recently, because I don't think he has been, but I do feel that Henderson needs to get some game time. He's too much of a good goalkeeper to just be on the bench and never get chances. So I think he deserves a chance. I would rest De Gea. It's good rest for him as well. He deserves a rest, in my opinion, because he's been performing for me. So I would start Henderson. I'd stick with a diamond formation, even though it didn't work against Arsenal. I'd still stick with it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka would be right back for me. Then I'd have Tuanzebe, right centre back. I'd go with Maguire, left centre back, and then Shaw left back. Have Matic at the base of the diamond. I then would have Mata on the right of the diamond. Originally, I put Fred there, but I think Mata changes the game when he does play. He's not got the legs Fred's got, but Fred needs a rest, in my opinion, as well. And Mata, for me, we play better when he plays. And you've got to fit him in for that reason. I think he will do a job. And I don't think he gets the credit he deserves when he does play, because people just give him the label of he's old and he can't get about. But yet, when he plays, he's one of our best players. So I would start Mata on the right and give Fred a rest. I'd have Donny on the left of the diamond, and I'd have Bruno at the top. And then I'd have Martial up front with Rashford. Rashford, he's in good form at the moment, or better than he was, let's put it that way. But I really think Donny needs to start this game. If he doesn't start him this game, it's a joke. It just is, because he's the quality of player he is. I don't understand what he's got to do to get a chance. So he needs to start for me, Donny, and I'd have him on the left. And obviously, I've said before, you can switch between him and Bruno, their positions, I feel. But yeah, he needs to start for me, Donny van de Beek. Notice I never had Pogba in there. Pogba's not even on my bench for this. I'm that disappointed with him that he doesn't even make the squad for me. Now, people are going to be like, you're scapegoating him, but he's not good enough for us. Everyone raves on about he's this world-class player. Yes, he's won a World Cup, but that's with different players. And you can argue it's because we haven't signed players, but the reality is he's not performing even without players that we should have signed. If we don't sign players, certain players need to step up and lead the team. And his name, and him being one of them, he needs to take that mantle on, and he's not doing that for me. He was so disappointing against Arsenal, gave away the penalty, and he just doesn't look bothered. He can say all he wants in the press conferences and post-match, but you have to prove it on the pitch. I'm going to say it time and time again, and he's not doing that. And there's a few that ain't doing it, but for someone because of the praise he gets from other fans and stuff, he needs to be one of them players that leads from the front, and he's not doing that. So for me, he doesn't even make the bench. So my bench, I'd have De Gea, I'd have Brandon Williams, because I feel like Aaron, if we're getting a good result in the game, say it's 2-0 with 15 minutes to go or something, I would bring Wan-Bissaka off and bring on Williams. It'd be good experience for him. I know he's been playing a lot of reserve football, and play him at right back though, not at left back where he's been playing for the first team when he has had his chances. Play him at right back and see how he gets on, and I think it'll give Wan-Bissaka a good rest. And hopefully, I don't think Ollie will do this, but that's what I would do, just to give him a bit more experience at that level and give Wan-Bissaka a rest. So we've got Lindelof, McTominay, Fred, Cavani and Greenwood. I could have started Cavani like I have in my other lineups, but I wasn't that impressed with him the other night when he come on, and he still needs a lot more game time. I do think his fitness is better than what people think it is. People still don't think he's fit, and I'm not saying he's 100% fit, but I do think he's further along than a lot of people realise. And you could arguably start Greenwood up front as well, but I'm going to go with Martial and Rashford up top. And as I said, we can beat these. We absolutely can beat these. But I expected us to beat Arsenal, and it's not happened. We seem to be flying in the Champions League, but this is football, and we can't anything can happen. So we got to be careful with it, because we can't just say we're going to do this and do that and then we have another mishap when time comes to act on it. So I'm going to go for... I've not really watched this team, this Istanbul team. So just going off the table, and they haven't scored in that, I'm going to go 2-0 to United. But as I said, I'm not feeling overconfident about it, because who knows how we're going to turn up. So, but I'm trying to stay positive with it. 2-0 for United. Let me know your thoughts and your lineup and how you're feeling about the game. And yeah, I think they've got a few ex-Premier League players. They've got Skirtle. Looks like they had, like, in the thumbnail I saw just randomly earlier, it looked like Raphael or someone that we used to have at United. So I'm not sure. And there was another player, but I can't think what their name at the top of my head. So, but I think they've got a few ex-players in there from the Premiership. So it'd be interesting to see how it is. I mean, I was going to say the atmosphere is going to be interesting, but I don't think they've got fans. If they have, I mean, it's not going to be the same as a full stadium, but be interesting anyway. I mean, we're lucky in that sense that we ain't going to a full stadium, because Turkey's crazy for that sort of stuff. So that is a plus for us. I do think we're going to get the win, but I'm just saying, like, we can't 100% say that. So, but I'm feeling pretty confident about it. It'll be a good bounce back, but we need to start. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of getting fed up already with winning in the Champions League and then getting poor results in the league. Like, that's already hitting to me. Yes, we're top of our group, but now it's frustrating because we're like, yeah, but we're struggling in the league. So it's a bit of one of them ones at the moment. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. The game's tomorrow night, so hope you enjoy it. I'll be back before kick-off with the lineups, and then I'll be back after the game with post-match recap and player ratings. Enjoy.